Shalom, Ahab wa Baraka. First and foremost, facing the east, Kal Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Akwakadash. Double honors to all the elder apostles, the prophets, the teachers that bring out the 100% truth. And GMS has been doing this for quite a long time now. We're coming into Jacob's trouble. We've seen we've seen the beginning of sorrows. We watched it almost word for word. Let me get it. Watch this. Going into Matthew immediately, because we saw these things happen already. We watched them literally take baby formula and just dump it out. Whether it was contaminated or they were doing it on purpose, it's still prophecy fulfilled. But let's get Matthew real quick. Let's go into chapter 24. Matthew chapter 24 is just, it's screaming out. I mean, we've been living this chapter since 2020, 2021. Actually, 2021, 22, and 23 is what I consider to be the beginning of sorrows. That's when everything went down, right? I mean, wow. Let's get it. Matthew chapter 24, and let's start at 6. And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So we knew that we were hearing about the wars a couple years ago, and here we are now. Nation shall rise against nation. This is verse 7. Nation shall rise against nation. We've got everybody, and for the last couple of years, it's been really increasing, escalating. It's really been escalating. Everybody's been drawing their line in the sand. Hey, you do this, we're going to do that. You do that, we're going to do this. So we've got Korea telling the U.S., if you stop China from taking back Taiwan, pretty much. So when there's a conflict over that, Korea's coming in. You've got the Houthi in Yemen. They're taking out ships. And so what happened? The U.S. is now engaged in the Hamas-Israeli war. You've got Ukraine trying to separate themselves from Mother Russia. They're trying to separate themselves from Mother Russia. Ukraine has always been a part of Russia. You've got all the Arab countries. We have garrisons all over the world. So we have a bunch of small bases in these Arab countries. Guess what they're doing right now? They're firing rockets and missiles at them. We're in a live fire right now with other countries. So do you think that it's just going to de-escalate? No, it's going to escalate. So like I said, for nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines. They're literally taking away the food, telling you that crushed bug dust and crushed bugs are going to be what you're eating, shaped into the foods that you visually see. So, that looks just like the burger I normally eat, so I'm going to take it. So they've taken away the food, and they're continuously doing it. So that famine, it's hit in a few places, but it hasn't fully hit here yet. Everybody's still going to the store going, oh man, I can't get my favorite brand. But you see the trucking system just completely going down. It's falling apart piece by piece by design. By design, you start messing with the fuel, they can't drive the vehicle. Then you tell them, here, take this vehicle that can only go 300 miles and has to charge for 24 hours. They're trying to stop you from traveling. So that's another famine. Just the famine of just being able, and that's not a famine. What it does, though, is it goes into wanting to go into a city, not being able to. But I'm at a whole different level, because you won't be able to even travel. They're showing you in your face everything that they're doing. They're not hiding it anymore. So you've got famines, you've got pestilence. Do you guys even know what the word pestilence means? Watch this. You're going to know what pestilence is right now. Watch. Let's get it. what is the biblical definition of pestilence? Ooh, a plague or disaster. A disease. Watch this. A pestilence in the Bible, though, is a deadly and overwhelming disease that affects an entire community. So what do? They tell you that there's a new variant, and Japan proved that every single variant was man-made. So who's doing this? Neat. So, and earthquakes in diverse places. 7.6. How are we going to start off this new year? We're going to start it off with a 7.6 in Japan. Also, California had some small earthquakes, nothing like what Japan had. Woo! Japan done rocked the whole world. So there's your earthquakes in diverse places. You got Japan and California right in the first hours of the new year. So all these are the beginnings of sorrows. So we've been living this, what's been happening for literally like the last couple of years. So now we need to find out what's going to happen next. So let's get it. Jeremiah chapter 30, KJV. You know, all of the people that would consider themselves hopeful elect, part of the hopeful elect, part of the 1/3, or the elect 144,000 within that 1/3, those are the people you should be hoping to be. But as hopeful elect, I'm excited about these days, is what the point is. Now I have to have hiccups. Every morning it's got to be something different. First my nose will be stuffy, then my throat will be all clogged up, or my nose clogged up, and my throat all congested, or however you say it. Now I'm trying to talk, and I got a burp, and have the hiccups. Satan cometh immediately when the truth is about to come out. And like I said, as part of the hopeful elect, hoping that I would be one of the people that can be removed from this place by Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Waharakwa Kadash. I'm saying that these are the greatest days ever. These have been the greatest days of my life. These last couple years have been the greatest days of my life. The Most High unlocked the scriptures that completely. So I know anywhere in the Bible, but I've always been studying, but just in these last couple of years on a whole different level. He's given me brothers. I was going out for on the streets by myself, and it was starting to get real dangerous. People were getting more and more comfortable to come up and try and stop the word from coming out. So it was getting dangerous out there. And after like 2.5 years, 2 years, two and a half years out there, the Most High brought all camp down from Phoenix, GMS, and now they're teaching right up the street from me. So he blessed me again. He gave me a whole group of other men like myself that can just go out and have this word unlocked in the 100% truth. So now I don't have to go out. That's why I don't go out on Saturdays anymore. What's the point? He sent my brothers to be with me. It said, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. It didn't say, in fact, let's get that real quick before we get Jeremiah. Because he put us together. And since that happened, I don't have to stand out there alone anymore. But it's been the greatest last couple of years ever. The blessings of Yahweh are upon his children. So Zephaniah 2:1, when I was standing out there alone, like I said, it was starting to get more and more dangerous. And next thing I know, 2 blocks away, a whole Phoenix camp decided to come and start a Tucson camp with GMS. So it says, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. That's Zephaniah 2:1. But let's read verse 2. Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as a chaff, before the fierce anger of Yahweh come upon you, before the day of Yahweh's anger come upon you. So I'm gathering myself together with the brothers. I can see the anger and the people escalating and increasing. They don't have any insight. They don't know what to do. They have no plan, no direction. And it's starting, you can see the frustration building up inside of them. So let's read verse 3 real quick. Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. So what day is that talking about, though? I keep telling you guys, these are the greatest days of my life. So let me go back over to Jeremiah now. Because Jeremiah is going to tell you exactly what days we're coming into. And I can almost prove it by what they said in the media. So this is why we're watching for the signs and the seasons. But the great anger of the Lord, let's check it out. Because we were just we just had it. It was yes. So we want to be hid in the day of the Lord's anger, right? So let's see what that's talking about. You know what? Let's start from Jeremiah chapter 30, starting from the top. The word of the Lord came to Jeremiah. Salakia. The word that came to Jeremiah from Yahweh, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord Yahweh of Israel, saying, Write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. Who wrote the Bible? Well, it was inspired by Yahweh, and man wrote it. So, what did Yahweh say? Write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. So Yahweh told him words, and he told him to write them down. Okay. For lo, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will bring again the captivity to my people Israel and Judah, saith Yahweh, and I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. That day is coming. And these are the words of Yahweh that Yahweh spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Okay? So, and ye now, and ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. That's a question. Does a man travail with child? Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail? Like, oh, God, help. Oh, this is so horrible. This is a horrible place, Father. Please get us out of here. And all the faces are turned into paleness. And that's funny, too. Because, I mean, I know a lot of people that don't know the Bible. They, gee, the one gonna say they all turn white now. All these Sigma. No, it's not saying that, but it's funny though. It's funny. So, verse 7, here's the point. Alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Let's read the verse again. It is the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. I got to read one more because we're coming into this time. Remember, Elder Apostle Tahar said that we're coming into the time of Jacob's trouble, but we shall be saved out of it. Why do you think we're trying to be hopeful of that? Everybody thinks they're going to be saved out of Jacob's trouble. You got to be joking. Now, I said I could practically prove that that we're coming into Jacob's trouble just by, according to the secret shadow government. So in 2012, they mandated the MOTB to be carried out by 2025. Huh. Where are we at right now? So I remember seeing the clip. So, also, their agenda, when they, Klaus Schwab, with all of his constituents, all the people that he's dealing with, these guys, Bill Gates, all of them, they want to reduce the population. But they want to complete their population reduction plan by when? 2025. So what does that mean? It means that if he doesn't cut the time short, they shall surely kill us all. What chapter and verse? So it says right here, Matthew 24 and 22. I was already in it. I should have just kept reading it. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So Elder Apostle Tahar might just be right. This might just be the year when Yahweh cuts the time short right at that last second. We'll get saved by the skin of our teeth. But wait a second. Listen up for all of you Yisraelites and you Yudas and what is it, Yisrael, and what else do you guys call on Yeshaya and Ahiah and Yah, all you Yah Israelites, all you black only Israelites, all of you pork eating Israelites, all of you all of you 501c3 Israelite camp leaders that are taken from the people. Let's get it. Let's get it. Zechariah chapter 13. We're coming into these days right now, and all of you wicked are also going to get you're going to get judgment, just like the righteous are going to be judged. So you're going to be judged on your wickedness, and the righteous are going to be judged on righteousness. No, I want this. I want it. It keeps hiding the version I want to read it out of, and I don't understand why it does that. So, Zechariah chapter 13, going to I'm going to start at verse 7. Okay, Zechariah 13 and 7. Now, I just said, woe unto all of you, Yah Israelites, and all of you Christians that are calling on Jesus and God. All of you, color doesn't matter, but every depiction you have is of a Caucasian European depiction. And then you get mad if you see the true description according to the Bible. So yeah, all of you racist, Christian, all of you, everything, anything but the people that are in this 100% truth, this is what I have to say to you. This is Zechariah 13 and 7 and 8. Awake, O sword, against my shepherd, against the men that is my fellow, saith Yahweh, Lord of hosts. Smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered, and I will turn my hand upon the little ones. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. That's you, Yah Israel, black only Israel, racist. Color doesn't matter, but don't show me a black Jesus. You guys are all going down. So 2/3 of you shall be cut off and die, but 1/3 shall be left therein. And I will bring the 3rd part through the fire. I say it every time, Sirach 1:5. For gold is refined in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Let me read it again. But I will bring 1/3 through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. And when gold is tried in the fire, when you can tell that it has been perfectly tried, you can see your reflection in it. So like I say every time, when Yahweh looks down upon you and he sees you sincerely reflecting his works the way he wants them, now you're being refined. All right. So they shall call on my name, and I will hear them. And I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my God. So when are we going to call on his name? When we're going through the fire. When are we going through the fire? When we're suffering all the trials and tribulations of the day-to-day life. So when are we calling on Yahweh? Day to day. Day to day. So, I will cover them with my wing. What chapter and verse? There it is. Psalms 91:4. Let me get just one more verse. We're going to close out with this. Because 2/3 of you are going to die, but it said that the 1/3, that 1/3 is going to be protected. That's going to be refined through the fire. So he's going to put you through certain things to make sure you're worthy of the kingdom. And what's going to happen to the 1/3 is, this is Psalms 91:4. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shall thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. All right? So for all of those people that are invested fully in this 100% truth, we're coming into Jacob's trouble. But clearly Yahweh's going to cut that time short. We've already been in the beginning of sorrows for the last couple of years. We know what's going on now. It's the greatest time to be alive, folks. Get your popcorn out, because the movie is just about to get to the best part. And it ain't even close to being over. This movie will never be over, but we're getting to the best part. See, there's got to be a change. There's got to be a change in the guard soon. And that change consists of Jacob, the descendant, Jake. I gotta bring a class on that. So, but the change will consist of Jacob taking back the rulership and falling back into order under Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. So, and he's gonna protect us. So, why is it so important to follow the instructions sincerely? How are you going to have the wing? How are you going to have the shield and buckler? Where is your protection? I mean, it clearly says that those are the ones that he's going to call up into the chariots. What's going to happen to everybody else? In that same moment, there's going to be great destruction. So with that being said, if you have eyes to see and ears to hear, I hope that you're able to get something out of this short exhortation. Shalom.